Good morning, welcome back to the woods. Now, last week I did a bow drill, didn't work very well, but I'm going to do it again. Now, I'll use the same kit, which is a willow kit. It's a bit on the damp side, it's been sitting here under the tarp for the last few days. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through a drying cycle, and that's basically you drill with not that much pressure, you stop. You start again, you do that a good few times before you attempt your coal. I'm going off now to find some sticks to light the fire, some twigs. Got a couple of feather sticks here, which should be fine to bring the coal into life. And let's see how things go. That's a decent twig bundle. Some good dry twigs there. SC tool, I put it around my neck, I don't know why, I just did. Bearing block. I think I better redo the point. Knock a bit off there as well. Now if you can see, the wind is coming this way and it's basically doing my job for me. Well, that's a cracking nice big coal. I'm going to be really careful now and take it over the fireplace. I would call that a success. That actually, I only did one drying cycle. I was expecting my second go to be a drying cycle, but I had a cracking call, and that's great. First good successful bow drill of the year. Last week's one was a bit, I was running out of time, running out of steam. Nice and fresh now this morning, just got your work to treat. There we are, tea on now. Well, tea has been drunk, and as I put the kettle on, my good friend Scott turned up, and I haven't seen Scott for ages, so it's bloody great to see him. Well, seeing as that bow drill set works, I think I'll chop it down now, thin it down into a tidy hearth, and today I brought this with me, and this hasn't been out for ages, and this is the CRKT Woods Chogan. So I'm just going to have a bit of a play with this. Made it a bit more of a manageable size, because at the end of the day the drill's going to wear down. There's no way I'm getting all the way down there with that drill. Easier to get a drill though than get a hearth. I don't know why I've bothered mine, because I've got about 10 bow drill sets in the house, and as far as I'm concerned, if you can't go to the woods and do it, well, there's not much point really, is there? Because it's an emergency fire lighting technique. I don't actually see the point in carrying a bow drill set with me to light the fire when I can carry a little ferro rod or a box of matches. Parlour trick really, but it's good to know. Well, Scott's over there and he's got a new toy, but it's top secret, so I can't show you. It's nice too. I think I better put another pot on. The good old Chinese pot. Now what I am thinking of doing is taking these off, which I put on the other day, and putting little key ring things there instead. I think it'll hang better. We got a bit of a breeze today, and this fire is eating its way through the wood. Well, I'm going to cut up a couple of rounds now, split them up with the Woods Chogan, so you can just see how good it is, and get a bit more wood on the fire. I got my trusty old curved silky big boy today, and as I found out on the way in, there was a down tree, so I cut a chunk off it. This thing's blunt. I could do with a new blade, but it has seen a lot of work. It's probably the second oldest silky I've got, and I think I've had it 4 years, and yeah, I could really do with a new blade. That is the only failing with a silky. When they get blunt, I really can't be bothered to try and sharpen that. I'll just buy another one. That is pretty blunt. Well, it's not too bad. It's a damn sight better than cold steel trail hawk, because there's hardly any weight in that, and the head's only that size, about by there. So I stopped using the trail hawk a while back, but this has got, it's got its place. The handles do come varnished, but I haven't found that a problem. The hammer, on the other hand, is bloody great. I have found plenty of uses for that, hammering in stakes and stuff, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it. So I do like this axe, although it doesn't come out very often. You know me, got a new axe every 5 minutes. Gotta try things out. I can slow the breeze down a bit, putting a bit of a windbreak against it. The only problem is with that, if you put a windbreak there, it tends to swirl, and then instead of it, the wind going and taking the smoke out the way, it swirls around you, gets on your tits. Well, that's the fire sorted, and another pot of water on. Can't beat a cup of tea. I just thought I'd show you my new knife. Yes, another new knife. And this is the jaakaripuukko 110, if I can get it out of the sheath. Right. I bought this about a month ago, second hand. Doesn't look second hand, mine, because the guy really looked after it. He said he did sharpen it, but as soon as I got it, I did notice that the spine was relatively sharp. Although it's got that chamfer on each side, it's still pretty sharp. Well, I'm going to play with this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this knife. Yeah, I know it's not a Scandi, it's a sabre, but I know from the Scammer, the big one, that's a good knife, so I know it's going to perform well. Well, that wasn't a good start. It's bounced straight away. Well, that bounced straight away. That's not a very good sign. But at the end of the day, and somebody's going to comment about this, use an axe. But I want to know what a knife can do. Could do it being a bit longer. So that really doesn't want to go down the middle. So I'm going to nibble it off the side. Well, that wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, quite a lot of small knots in that. Well, that was a bit disappointing. I was expecting that knife to perform a lot better. Although, to be fair, the piece of wood which I thought was going to be knot free, and really did look knot free, happened to have a lot of small knots going through it and a twist in it. So wasn't a particularly easy piece to batten through. Well, I'm going to see if I can make some feather sticks now, see what the back spine's like. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Now this was really sharp when I got it. I'm running my finger on it and I can feel a little roll. Yeah, definitely. Right there. See what the spine's like. Well, it did light. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm basically not going to waste any more time with this knife. I don't like it. Incredibly disappointed with that. Now, it is a bit short. Let's face it, if I was picking a knife that size, I'd put a Scandi on it. These are meant for hard use. But with a knife this size, you are more inclined to do fine jobs with it. What is it, 110, so 4.5 inches. You know, that is the size I would use for a Scandi. Well, I know that wood was a bit on the tough side, but that should have performed better, considering it's a lump of a knife. I'm not going to waste any more time on it. I'm not going to bother, and I have got the larger one coming, and I am thinking that that's going to be a better knife. Basically because Scott's got one and he really likes it, and he said it's a workhorse. That to me is just too short. That's the kind of thing, that's not the kind of thing you want to batten through wood, but if that had a Scandi on it, it would probably do a lot better job. It really bound on the sabre grind, and the spine was crap. Even if it felt, in fact it felt a bit soft. I'll probably get people slagging me off for this, but this is my opinion after all. I'm going to have a cup of coffee now, and then I'm going to do a little bit more shaving with it with a better stick, but I'm not impressed, especially with that little roll on it. Let's get this little roll out of this then with the falcon stone. Give it a quick strop, see if I can make a reasonable little feather stick with a better piece of wood. That is the beauty of this type of grind, is you really can touch it up that easily. Yeah, that's fine now. Just give it a quick strop. I haven't got much hairs left on my hands. There we are, that just about shaves. Digs in. No, I don't like it. They could have certainly improved on this by putting a convex grind on it. This size, nah, don't like it. Needs a convex. Very disappointed with that. It's going up for sale. I'm not keeping anything I don't like or don't use. They gotta go. Well, thanks for watching. Bowdrill went well. Always nice to play with an axe I haven't taken out for a while. Saw's blunt, needs a new blade. It's not my favourite one anyway, so perhaps I won't bother changing it. I'll just use it now and again with a blunt blade. Obviously Scott's left. It's good to see him. I haven't seen him for a while, although he did tell me that he hasn't watched any of my videos for a couple of months, so that's quite upsetting. When your woods buddy can't even be bothered to watch you. You probably get a laugh out of that. Yeah, so that's going. Don't like it. Sorry if I upset any Tarava jaakaripuukko fans, but that's just my opinion. A knife that size, I'd rather carry a nice little Scandi. I'd rather carry a Mora, to be honest with you, and they're half the price. Yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Please leave a thumbs up, I always appreciate it, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. All the best, ta-ra! I would call that a success. Start again. I'm going to have a cup of coffee now. Ooh, that was a bit close.